Yo, what is good? What is going on? And of course, welcome back to another video. So today it's day 325. Days of course, no fap, semen retention. What's good, y'all? I'm physically worn out. The job kicked my ass. But also too, it was really the heat. Like there were very few clouds in the sky, so just the concentration of the sun's heat was just it was just on us. It was bad. But I made shit. But I made it, which is good. And yeah, man. Didn't do too much today. Like I said, I'm really tired. Like it's already after 11. It's like 11:08 ish. But I was running back and forth because when I got out from work, I went to go pick up my daughter. Then I took over to her classmate's house. So, and I think it's dope how all this happened. So last year in first grade, we threw a party for my baby at a main event, which is like a Dave and Buster's. But there was this one girl there, like she and my baby, they were like like sisters. I'm like, dang, y'all close. So it worked out. It was such a blessing. Excuse me, that she and Bree are actually in the same exact class this year. So, I thought that was real sweet. So of course, she was excited. My daughter was excited. Then Brianna's mom, she had texted me like, "Hey, is it okay if they hang out?" I said, "Sure, no problem." So we set it up for today while I was at work over here doing my thing. So it worked out. It really, really did work out. And I'm trying to think. I don't have anything crazy or whatever, but just was kind of having a moment on social media. So I watch a lot of paternity court on YouTube, yo. Like I really, really do. And lately I've been catching on and being able to comment with like not long after they post their videos. But long story short, they posted a recent video. The dad is like, "Yo, I can only make boys. I got 4 boys. I can only make boys." It was a big Southern thing about pickle juice and something else and something else. You only drink that. You only going to make boys. But so far, his reality is that, it's kind of true because he's like, "Yo, I can't make girls, so I don't know whose child this is." Excuse me. So, long story short, baby girl was his. And he had a moment. Damn, I don't know what's going on. He had a moment and he kind of turned and was like, damn it, kind of like that, And of course, everybody laughed, whatever. But he was, full of emotion and just super happy. So, of course, I just commented. I said, "Yo, nothing like a daddy's girl." I said, "I know he loves his boys, but the love he has for her is different." I said, "The love he has for his little girl is different." I said, "I know because I'm a girl dad." I said, "Hey, I'm real happy for him." And for some reason, people just jumped on the post about, "I love all my kids the same. It doesn't matter, their gender and this and that." And I was like, "What?" And the last guy who just commented maybe like 20, 30 minutes ago was like, "Well, maybe for you, Preston Lewis." Like I was like, "Damn, bro, what?" He was like, he said, "Yeah, well, maybe that applies to you, Preston Lewis, but it doesn't apply to everyone. I love all my kids the same. It doesn't matter what they are." And I'm like, okay. Like literally, like I'm reading the comment and I'm like, so of course I replied and I just more or less was like, "Yo, I'm pretty sure I only spoke about the dad and myself." I was like, I don't think I said this applies to everyone, but I also never said this applies to you. I'm like, so what triggered you? I mean, if the shoe doesn't fit, why jump on here and make a comment to announce that the shoe doesn't fit? I mean, who are you trying to convince? So I'm kind of waiting to see what he says. Now, of course, I have several other comments on other posts that have gotten a lot of traction lately, and people just kind of, commenting, replying, and so on. But I mean, it's just, you can tell when people haven't healed from certain things. Like, and again, I don't know if maybe whatever ruffled his feathers in my comment was from a previous conversation he might have had with like an ex-wife or his current wife, or if he grew up in a household to where he always felt less special than his daughters, and he's like, you know what, I'll never, do anything, or I'll never make any child feel less than, I don't know. Like, I truly do not know his situation, but it just seems so weird where I'm just simply acknowledging the bond between a father and daughter. Period. I mean, they didn't come up with the phrase "daddy's girl" for nothing and "mama's boy" for nothing. Because yes, the dynamics of the relationship are different. Like, there was another gentleman who kind of, I'm like, I love all my kids the same. I don't love them, any less. And I'm like, yo, I never said he was going to love his sons less than his daughter. I said he's going to love her differently, which means that in that, his whole parenting and even the relationship he's going to have with her is going to be so damn different. Like, that's just what it is. With his boys, yes. Like, so here's the thing. He's going to end up teaching his sons, pretty much his sons and now his daughter, the very same lessons in life. How he teaches it, how he relays the message, it's going to be different. You can't talk to men the same way that you talk to women. She's going to teach him a level of patience that he never really knew that he had, because, again, he's so used to dealing with that masculine energy, especially in boys, and raising boys, and raising these boys to be men. He's done it 4 times already. But now having a daughter, like, he's going to learn that he doesn't have to raise his voice as much. He's going to learn that he can't relay the same messages to her in the same way. He's just not, and also too, he's not going to, like, listen, anything happened to his little girl, like, I'm now again not saying he loves his sons less, but when it comes to dealing with a daughter, there are more emotions involved. But again, it doesn't mean that he has favorites or anything like that. It's just the dynamic of father and daughter is so different than father and son. When it comes to the boys, like, that's your pride and joy. Like, this is your bloodline, your lineage that will be continued through the 4 of them. So yeah, they're like, you're gonna have a slightly tougher, but still nurturing, angle to how he, raises his boys. But again, comes to that little girl. Like, this is why you never hear them say that a father's gonna be wrapped around his son's fingers, because it just don't work like that. The mom, yeah, of course, mom, what? But for dad, yeah, it's just, daddy and his little girl. But again, I do find it amazing how quickly we can pinpoint. Essentially, yeah, as you get better in identifying your own triggers and things like that, and you can identify that how other people are triggered. Like I said, like that guy and another gentleman who were like, I love my kid. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, this wasn't my comment. Like, I didn't bring you in the conversation. I could understand if I said, hey, I think the one guy's name was Neo Wise, and the other one, his name was just really weird. Like, it looked like a fucking typo. But it was like, like, who said you love your kids any less? I know I didn't. So what did you read that triggered this for you to just jump out publicly? Like, hey, yeah, well, it's like, okay, I didn't ask you. So yeah, so like that's really just kind of been my day. Plus, I've been enjoying this fried chicken I made. Yo, shit came out banging. I gotta get better at referencing YouTube videos and names, but literally, if you type in best, hold on, I'm gonna do this shit right now. Best fried chicken. There you go. So it's, I can't even say his first name. Is it Quan? Quang? Quang Tran. That man know how to make some chicken, yo. Like, yo, I followed that recipe. Now, mind you, I didn't have legs and thighs, none of that. I just had boneless, skinless chicken breasts, but I cut them up to try to make like chicken strips. But that recipe right there, yo, that wet batter, and even like the seasoning flour he makes is just, yo, the flavor is banging. But yeah, yo, when that shit fried up, like I was so hyped. I took a picture and sent it to my daughter's mother. I said, yo, look at my chicken. She's like, okay, yo, I know you got a girlfriend now. Like, now I know you got a girlfriend. Ain't no way you doing all this cooking. She was like, matter of fact, I was like, yo, I ain't got no girl. She was like, okay, well, if you don't, then you definitely order that shit from Popeyes because ain't no way you made chicken that looked that good. I said, I did make shit that looked that good. I followed the video on YouTube. Came out banging. So yeah, so it was going back and forth or whatever, but I gave it a link. I'm like, yo, just try it. Like, it's super, super good. So yeah, shout out to him on that. But yeah, I'm just rambling right now, but I'm definitely about to take it down while it's still a little early for me, so I can yeah, just try to get rest, man. There's just so much going on in the world, and yeah, just find moments to bring yourself as much peace as possible. That is the word of the day. Give yourself as much peace as possible because we're living in chaos, man. All right, but either way, as always, we have to show gratitude to the universe and to God because we are grateful for the life that we have, so we can manifest the life that we want and deserve. As always, guys, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and we'll definitely do it again tomorrow. All right, peace.